And welcome everybody to our meteorology segment. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations on finding our channel. And we'll start things out looking at the NASA GOES X-ray mapper. Quite a bit of lightning here off of the U.S. Atlantic coast, as well as from south central Texas across into Mississippi a little bit. Besides that, not a lot of terrestrial lightning in the U.S. A little bit in Florida as well. Shout out to our Floridian viewers, such as Mothra and Robera. And by the way, I'm Rodan, if you're wondering. Rodan. Allow me to get off the screen. And here's a real-time lightning map. Let's see where there's lightning striking. There's some south of Shreveport. And if you're at a distance like the distance from Alexandria to this lightning, go have a look at the cloud tops. Maybe take some video of it. You may see some things you weren't expecting, like sprites and ionospheric oddities, pink jellyfish and blue moons, purple diamonds, and green horseshoes. Also, Austin, you're surrounded by lightning. Hey, Giddings, there's thunder rolling in. And that's our real-time lightning map there from lightningmaps.org. Brief moment to look at the world magnetic model. So here is the main field declination imagery. And let me shrink that down a little bit so we can see the whole thing. So the South Pole is in the Southern Ocean right here. Not even on land anymore, and quite a great distance. I believe over 1,000 miles, around 1,000 miles from the South Geographic Pole, which would be located way over here. The North Pole is a different story, as there are two North geomagnetic polar regions at the moment. And, I mean, I don't know. Hey, Eugene Bagashov, if you're watching the video, I don't want to say anything to offend you, but according to what I hear, the North net geomagnetic pole is someplace around here. And I'm told that if you go in this direction, your compass needle will eventually snap toward Siberia. And if you go this direction, your compass needle will eventually snap toward Canada as you move in this direction. But most of the world, your compass will point around there, the area between Svalbard and Greenland. Here's the other map. This is the world magnetic model, by the way. This is the other map, the total field intensity. And you can see there's clearly a dip pole right here. There's a dip pole here, and there's a dip pole there. Also, I would also note that the South Atlantic anomaly is now over the central South American continent, and there's also another smaller, similar weak spot in the magnetosphere down here, the South, I guess you could call it the South African anomaly now. So that's what's going on with Earth's magnetic field. The Siberian one is a little bit stronger. I'll draw a block letter. The Canadian one's a little weaker. And I'm not sure if that has anything to do with Vladimir Putin wanting to have a stronger pole than Canada. Take that as you will. And I'll just let the page scroll here for the magnetic model. That's the most recent one. Feel free to look it up yourself. Don't take my word on it. Next, I'd like to thank our patrons for helping to fund our operations, increasing the probability that these videos will continue to exist, be publicly visible, and free for all to view. Thanks, patrons. If you'd like all kinds of perks nobody else sees, patreon.com/smAshomash. They get the earliest alerts as well. Patreon.com/smAshomash. Here's the weather.gov map. And we got quite a bit of flooding happening here across the Rockies and some foggy days in Iowa and Minnesota. Here's the pressure map scenario on windy.com, and let me just pause for a moment to take a look at the life of the stream. All right, everything's doing just fine. By the way, this video was originally streamed live to twitch.tv/smAshomash. If you've never checked us out over there, feel free to check us out, twitch.tv/smAshomash. We stream live regularly. And if you're viewing on BitChute, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Or if you're on Twitch, make sure you view on YouTube. As if you're not viewing our YouTube channel, you're missing like 80% of the content, maybe even more. Anyway, that's where pressure currently is. Let me take the pressure off myself and get off the screen. So here's the pressure scenario now. We're going to advance this till tomorrow. There's the Euro forecast for pressure at 12 noon tomorrow. Powerful lows on both sides of New Zealand and off the southeast coast of Australia. Powerful low over Finland as well. And let's just take a look at, do we have temperature anomaly on here? I can't remember. I'm not sure if temperature anomaly shows up on this one or not. Maybe we can just show temperature? How about sea temperature? We'll show sea temperature. There you go. And there's the current scenario for ocean surface temperatures. Next, jet streams. And we see the jet stream blowing backward across the Pacific Ocean and Eastern Indian Ocean as well. The West Pacific and Eastern Indian Ocean seeing a east to west flowing jet stream. Chaotic jet streams in the north. A little more coherent and concentrated in the south, but doubled up over some spots. Here are the jets of the... Actually, let's show surface winds first while we're here on this side of the planet. There are the surface winds for planet Earth in the eastern portion. By the way, leave us a comment if you'd like to go to American Samoa for New Year's 2022 to 2023 New Year's Eve. We're planning on renting a whole floor of a hotel. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Or go to smashomash.com/forum and help us plan the trip there. It all has to do with being as far west as you can be for New Year's Eve, to be as close to the international date line, and to be the last people to see the new year come in. We've got a triple low here. This is a bit of an odd-looking low here. There's a ridge. There's a pressure ridge happening right here, and there's a low-pressure system right here off the coast of Baja California. And there's really actually three different lows there, it looks like. Three different separately rotating counterclockwise systems. Also a pressure trough down here west of South America. Here are the jet streams of this portion of planet Earth. And if you're viewing the videos from a different dimension, galaxy, solar system, spacecraft, timeline, plane of existence, etc., leave us a comment, let us know. Extreme meridional jet stream flow once again injecting some very cold air here into the north central U.S. especially, and it's making its way to Pennsylvania. It is what I would call cold. This is supposed to be the hottest time of the year. It was into the 50s last night. I think the low 50s. Quite cold. I've got shorts and a short sleeve shirt on, and frankly, I should have a long sleeve shirt on. I don't know. Anyway, there's the jet stream doubled up over the southern hemisphere once again. On this side of the planet, like on the east. Here's our U.S. Doppler radar map. We've got some heavy storms here about to move into Alabama. Alabama, that's going to slam you. And that's a very concentrated looking system there. The most dangerous parts are going to be around this area. Those are the areas you could see things like strong winds, hail, sudden downpours. Also around San Antonio, some strong storms there. Alexandria is about to get hit. Hattiesburg, you're in the crosshairs as well. Let's take a look at some satellite imagery now that we've looked at the Doppler radar. And here's some great satellite imagery as the sun rises and the day-night terminator crosses the Mississippi. Huge cloud bank here in the western Atlantic. And we don't often get to use the visible satellite. Let's zoom in here on Louisiana. Bear with me a moment. We are streaming live. And this should be some great view of some clouds here. You get great contrast because of the shadow effect of the day-night terminator. Perhaps some sudden cloud nucleation. Let's take a look at the water vapor. And indeed there is some sudden cloud nucleation. Let's zoom in on that same location for all of you weather pornographers. YouTube, do not demonetize our video because I said the word refers. And we'll actually zoom out here a little bit to get the same zoom level. You got to use a low zoom on the visible satellite. So if you use a low zoom setting, that'll be the same zoom size as the water vapor map. And there's some great composite imagery of that cloud nucleation. Looks like some hot water in the Gulf of Mexico there. Some serious convective forces taking control. Probably some hot, humid weather down there in Louisiana. And we'll zoom back out here to show you the full view. I don't know what I clicked on there, but we're not going to go back to that. We'll go back to this full view to give you the recap and close things out. So once again, the jet stream having some influence here over U.S. weather now, finally. Convective forces have been in charge up until just recently here. Fantastic views there from the visible satellite. And let's just refresh this to get rid of whatever that mess is. Let's try again. There we go. That should be just fine. And give that a minute to load. It looks like it's putting weather warnings in there, and I haven't clicked on anything this time, folks, so it looks like I've selected a location here against my will. And I just wish it would play the animation, but we'll just, what the heck? What is up with that? Anyway, here's the visible satellite. Fantastic contrast there. And lastly, there's the water vapor. Thanks for checking out our meteorology segment. Congratulations on realizing our channel exists. Thanks for leaving a comment, Robert. And we'll see you next time. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network, Least Busted. Naming News.